Hello, hello. We are live from New Zealand. Welcome to our channel. If this is the very first time you're watching, we're Growing Up Without Borders. We are stuck here in quarantine in New Zealand, and we thought we'd quickly connect with you guys to answer any questions that you might have. So let me make sure everything's set up okay, and because we're using a different device today. So first things first, if you can hear us, let us know so that we know that you can hear us loud and clear. And then we will get started. So let's see here. If we go, we're not the best at technology, guys. We've got it pretty much figured out, but we just want to make sure everything's connected and everything's all good. We're filming with our new GoPro, and so far it seems to be working. So let us know if you can hear us okay, and then we will carry on. We'll give you a little update too as to why we're in New Zealand, why we're still here in New Zealand. Obviously, most of you guys know everywhere is shut down, in quarantine or lockdown, I guess you can say. So we're stuck here. You can hear us from Canada, Neil. That's really cool. I'm going to be going back and forth because we're filming with a GoPro. I'm watching it over here on my screen. So yay, it's okay. Great. Good to know. Maybe I'll do this, and then that way I can see more or less. So what happened was, let's back this up really fast just to give you a quick summary. We're working on some really cool videos. We are actually very happy to be in self-isolation. Self-isolation, because it's giving a lot of time for catch-up, for getting some videos done. Not like catch-up, like time to catch up. And we're in a beautiful spot, so it's absolutely gorgeous here. Have you guys heard of New Zealand, like Queenstown specifically? Have you been here? Obviously, you've heard of New Zealand. But I mean, I've heard of Queenstown, but I had no idea it was this pretty, and I had no idea it was so remote. It's a little gem in itself.
It's definitely the place to come if you want to get away from the world, which is really nice.
Yeah. So Eric is saying, hola chicas, hola. Hi from Louisville, Kentucky. Hey, nice to see you guys. Yeah. You'll have to comment and let us know what it's like where you're at right now, because I know every country is a little different with this whole like lockdown and quarantine and stuff like that. And I know the US is like quickly shutting down, and I'm sure within the next week everything's going to change. I'm almost 100% sure on that. So yeah. I'm just reading the comments. Can you see from NSW? What is that?
NSW?
Yeah. Are we still traveling? There's a good question. Okay, so let's...
No, well...
We're not traveling. Definitely not traveling. We're not moving around. Not to confuse you guys, the video that we just released, we are not in Florida. We are working on past videos. So we've got a lot of old videos that we're putting out there, and we're working on them right now. But we did race to get to New Zealand because we were in Cambodia when we started to feel everything changing really fast. So we did this like mad dash to get here, but we thought that it wasn't going to be as affected as it is. And we didn't realize that we were going to go into a lockdown mode so fast and be stuck here. So it's a good spot to be stuck. And we still plan to visit all the North Island and still hopefully create some cool videos once everything opens up. But we're on a 4-week lockdown, as many of you guys are around the world.
Today is day 11.
Yes. We are getting books.
And I believe today's officially the first day of fall here.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had to fall back in time, so.
New South Wales, so sorry. Yes, geography fail on that one. I didn't realize where that was. How is it in Australia? I'm sure it is. I know you guys are going through a hard time there as well. You coming in, Angelique? So let's, when we got here, just a real summary. I know we're releasing a video probably in the next day or so of how we got here and everything, so you'll get more details then. But basically, we came in, I guess you can say we were like saved by the bell, if you will, because we came in right before they imposed the 14-day self-quarantine, and then really shortly after that, they just shut down all international tourists coming in. And then shortly after that, we went into, within 48 hours, we are going on complete lockdown. So it just felt like this whole snowball effect really fast. And we were able to secure a place, which is absolutely beautiful. So we're well and we're safe. And it's like the rest of the world right now where you can only go to the grocery store and basically go for a walk outside. So that's pretty much what you're limited to be able to do. So, but it's going good for us. So for you guys that are watching, how is it for you guys so far? I mean, I know every different place out there is different, but yeah, explain to us what your lockdown is from there.
But like how they like here, like we're surrounded by mountains and stuff, so you can just hike up and stuff, which is really nice.
So we've been doing, Neil's asking how the baking's going. We've been doing a lot of baking. Like, what'd you do today, Chloe? What'd you make us for lunch, for example? Chloe's been the lunch and dinner person.
I made Mexican food.
Mexican
tortillas.
Fajitas, I guess.
And then you made...
And I'm making cookies.
So it's really nice.
I just like made ice cream the other day.
Wow. Someone here is saying they couldn't even get back into New Zealand, into their own country. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Someone else is asking how's Pepe? He's doing really good. He's bored, but he's doing good. He's over in stateside, and they're pretty much on lockdown as well.
Holy guacamole.
Are we going to stay in New Zealand until the virus passes? Well, that's the plan. So our plan is still to stay here so that we can continue. Now, that's the big question that we have, because we don't know how long lockdown's going to be, and we don't know how long it'll be before businesses start to open up for us to even be able to move. So, but the plan is to go discover Wellington and then Rotorua,
Auckland.
So we got lots of cool plans.
Auckland.
We still want to see Queenstown. Like, we've seen Queenstown, but we want to go experience it, you know, and do the tourist things.
Attractions,
Yeah, so, yeah. Someone's saying Queenstown has the best water in the world. That's really cool. Probably. We don't buy bottled water here.
What's the best place we visited so far?
New Zealand.
You?
Really?
Yeah.
You? I'm not sure.
Hey, if you guys can get stuck anywhere in the world, if you had to be in quarantine anywhere in the world, where would you choose? And I'm going to say right here, honest to God, I think we are landed in the very best place in the world to be, because they're so remote, they're so little affected, and the government, man, their government is like super smart. They did the lockdown so fast, they were so efficient, and they just were like decisive. And in my own opinion, that's what's going to help get everyone through all this and just, you know, get it to go on. So yeah, I think a lot of countries acted really too slow.
To be honest, I kind of prefer it here than at home, which sounds funny, but yeah.
Well, because at home, our home,
we have an apartment, and it's just nice to have like just your own space, maybe, or just be kind of like your own.
Except I prefer to go home because I've got all my games.
I love being in an English country, and it's just like really nice here.
Yeah, and it's not condensed, so it's easy to self-isolate. You can go outside so easy, and there's no one around.
When you're in Europe, you're like, you'll walk down the street, or
there's people everywhere, so it's hard to self-isolate in Europe in general, especially where we live. It's just, you can't go anywhere without bumping into somebody, so it gets really busy fast. So I think that's why they have stricter rules as to where you can go and how you can move around, right? So what else? Yeah, New Zealand has everything. They haven't had a shortage. So they haven't had a shortage other than flour, if you can imagine. But flour is back in the supermarkets now, so we're super stoked about that because we need it for our baking.
How's April Fool's, everyone? Did you guys get some good pranks?
Costa Rica sounds great, have to say. I was wondering.
That's why we decided to connect with you guys too, because a lot of people were saying like, where are you guys? And such. So because we're working on our videos, you would soon find out. But we thought, well, we'll do a quick live and connect with you guys so that you can know firsthand where we are and that we're all safe and we're all well. And we really hope that you guys are doing well as well. I know almost everyone is at the point where they're taking this very, very seriously. I know that even a month ago, everyone was kind of like thinking it's something from overseas and it's only in here and it's only there, but it won't affect us. And I think right now everyone's under the realization of how serious this is. So, but just in case you're not, make sure you listen to the authorities and to what people are saying.
Is all the tourist attractions closed in New Zealand?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yes, ghost town.
So basically, their prime minister is a young woman. She's just fantastic. She announced, and when she made the announcement, it was like, you guys have 48 hours and every single thing's going to be closed except for pharmacies and basically supermarkets, gas stations, the necessities. But that is it. Like necessities being literally like that. In other countries, I know some countries made necessities like real estate is a necessity, and hair salons are a necessity, and lumber
Or,
stores are a necessity.
Gun shops in America.
Yeah, crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Salem, Ohio, very cool. You guys stay safe in the United States. You guys, I don't want to be like doom and gloom, but I'm really worried for the United States right now. Like that's the country that really worries me. And of course, we're seeing what's happening in Guayaquil, in in Ecuador. We were there a few years back, and that's like so heartbreaking. So it's just crazy. Where exactly is home? So home for us is Switzerland.
Yes.
We live in the Swiss Riviera. If you know Switzerland a little bit, you've got France and Switzerland. We're right at the border of the two. So when we look out of our window, we see a mountain range, but our mountain range is the French Alps there. And basically, if you know Evian water, we can see Evian, like the little village of Evian in a distance.
And here we have the Alps, mountains too.
Mountains, yeah, they're beautiful. So yeah, what else?
Do you guys want to talk about what we did for April Fools to our friends?
Oh.
It was really mean. So, with this whole thing, so our friends are up on the North Island, and we've been waiting over a year to see them. And so we made a phone call, and we said how we're going to get repatriated back home to Switzerland. And basically, it was really sad. But then it was an April Fools, so it was really funny.
It was really funny. Someone's saying, which is, thank you too, by the way, saying that you love our videos and that we're a cool family. It's always nice to hear. What place is the best place to visit in New Zealand? Well, to be honest, we literally saw Christchurch, and not even, like, we just did a quick tour of Christchurch. We did a nice, beautiful hike up the mountain there. And then we mad dashed it to Queenstown because we had 48 hours to basically get all the food we needed. And not really, because we're still allowed to go out. But, you get into that panic when you hear you're going on lockdown. You're like, I got to get to the grocery store and all that. So we don't really know, but we will know soon, and we'll be creating some really cool videos once it all opens
Someone said
up.
to go to Littleton and Christchurch.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Is it harder to experience a country when everything's closed? Well, you're experiencing it like you're living here, I guess, because
The only thing you can do is either stay home, go for a walk, or the grocery store.
Okay, here's a question, though. For a lot of people, I know this is a hard time getting locked in with your family and not being able to socialize with your friends and everything like that. But I want to know your girls' opinion on what this is like for you.
Well, at least you can message your friends. It's not like back then. So at least you can call people or, text people if you really want to. And
I love it, like being in lockdown, because we've been able to get a lot of work done and just live life. We've been working out every day and just living life, having a routine.
It's very nice. We've been doing a workout every day, which is nice too.
We're making a funny video for you guys to see, because
A day in our life.
A day in our life, so you guys can see what do we do in quarantine.
And you get to see who Henry is.
Henry. We won't
It's
say
not
a word.
Andy. It's not Andy the peanut.
It's
Albert the peanut. Albert.
Okay, what about you, Angelique? What is it like for you to be in self-isolation, quarantine?
Well, there really isn't no difference, because, I don't have many friends, so it's not like,
It's not like they go to school, and we
Okay.
kind of are disconnected from the world when we're traveling, in a sense.
If you guys don't know our TikTok account, Growing Up WB, or Instagram, we're going to be posting a video real soon of a video we're creating with people from around the world. It's going to be really cool. I don't want to say too much about it, so it's a surprise.
I see that Tyler's on as us, talking more than we are, I think. I'm reading all the conversations from him. But, yeah. So back to that, I was going to say, so we're traveling all the time, so we don't have like that social aspect of the girls going to school every day and seeing their best friends, so they don't feel that withdrawal. And then because we move in and out so much, it feels really good to just be like settled and know that we're not
This
allowed
is
to go
hilarious.
anywhere.
We've been at this place, this house so lockdown was 11 days ago, but I think we're here for 13 days maybe, and I haven't unpacked yet. I'm just so used to living in a suitcase. I'm
Me
just
neither.
I unpacked after, I think, day 4 or 5.
Well, I'm like,
I know that
I'm just so used to it. I'm like, I've got my system in my suitcase, and it sometimes becomes a bit, but then I just repack it.
Someone's saying they remembered. Okay, this is Music Life. I remember somewhere on the road trip, I was chased by hundreds of sheep and found Little Pond. Very cool. You know what? We saw so many sheep on our drive to Queenstown, and then we saw all these deer and like these big antler kind of deer. I don't know what they were. They must have been deer, but big, huge antlers. It was so cool.
Hi, Bob. Oh, I get it. Hi, Tyler.
That's so funny. So yeah, so let us know if you have any questions at all.
How's the view?
You know what I'm going to be doing in the next, like half hour actually. I'm going to be interviewing. I don't know if anyone has watched any of the interviews. Yeah, in 2 seconds. So, I've been interviewing people from around the world just to share what it's like with the coronavirus in their country and what they've been through. And I've got so many cool ones that I'm working on right now. So I'm going to be pumping them out really on a regular. But in the next half hour, I'm going to be interviewing James Asquith. And if you guys don't know James, he's the youngest guy who traveled to every country in the world. And now there's like Lexi Limitless, who beat his world record, but he was the record hold player. What are you guys laughing at?
Because there's a bit of a delay, so we get to see your.
Oh, okay.
I'll try.
You want to see the view? Okay, hold on. Chloe's gonna take us on a tour of the view. Chloe, show us this view.
Can I do it?
Yeah. So this is the view of the mountains.
This is the view, and then this is our garden, which we've been getting some.
And then the garden down here. We found 1 million potatoes.
It is so cool. And when we go for walks, we go up this mountain over there in a distance, up on that hill basically, and we go for hikes. So we are not at all feeling like, cabin fever or anything because we're in such a beautiful place.
Oh, scooting over. Okay,
Squishing me.
So what are you guys doing? Let us know what you're doing, and then let us know if you have questions.
So we've been catching up on some some movies and stuff, but so we've been watching some movies lately, but Ashley keeps downloading some really sad ones.
The most saddest movies we've been watching.
Yeah.
So where in New Zealand is this? This is a place called Queenstown. So we are on the South Island, and we're basically south and then towards the west, if you can kind of geographically place it. So when we drove from Queenstown to here, it was like a 6-hour drive. It was so far away, and you feel like you're coming because there's nobody in between. I mean, it's very basically sparse and it's so little populated here that you're just driving and driving and driving, and then finally you get here, and then it's a small little town. I think there's only like 15,000 people or if that live here, right?
Oh, you know what was so nice? I don't know if you haven't seen our Insta stories. Sometimes we do Insta stories, but the other day, this was the day before lockdown. In the village, we went on a quick tour before everything shut down. There was this candy shop, and they had fruit fudge out because they were closing down, right? So that was really sweet.
Bob, where are you? Because Bob's saying he's not allowed to leave home after 5. Are you in Europe, or where are you at? There's a curfew where you are.
Ooh.
Someone's waiting to board a flight from Bangkok to London.
Whoa.
Really? You were traveling? Are you getting repatriated back?
Snow.
Neil, you're still shoveling snow? What? I thought it was like springtime.
Phoenix AZ.
Phoenix. Wow. You
playing
guys are
video
on full
games,
lockdown
Fortnite,
Nathan's playing video games.
Sleeping and work.
YouTube videos, yeah.
Okay, we said that at lunchtime. We're like, for gamers, probably they don't even notice there's like this whole in quarantine lockdown thing going on because they're just into their games. So Nathan, have you noticed a difference? I'm just joking. Oh dear. Hola from Texas. Hola, Fredo. Nice to see you. Maybe the crisis, Japan. We're getting to Japan. Yeah, here's a question. Japan had the Olympics, right? And then now that they are canceling or postponing the Olympics, do you think now they're starting to see the numbers that were maybe hidden before? I wondered that because I was like, now all of a sudden they're getting hit, but before they weren't. Or is it just takes that much time for it to take effect? Who knows, right?
Someone says,
snowed
I
last
love
night.
Dubinsky.
Yeah.
I love watching Dubinsky. I didn't know he's in Phoenix.
Oh, cool. Drew's a really cool guy, isn't he? I should get him on one of the interviews, see if he wants to do an interview with me. So here's a question. Answer below in the comments while you're on here. If you can be stuck in quarantine anywhere in the world, where would you choose? Where would you choose to be?
Or once you're done quarantine or lockdown, where would you go? Where would be the first place?
Where's the first place you'd go after quarantines and lockdowns over? Yeah, where would you go?
Friend's house. I'm just joking.
A friend's house. Yay!
Sleepover. Just kidding.
Yeah. So hey guys, we're gonna stay on for like maybe 2-3 more minutes, and then we're gonna head off because I'm going to get ready for a call. Aww. Yeah, you watched Drew's live a few days ago. You miss professional sports, like going out and playing professional sports? I guess I would too. If you're a sporty, that would be hard, right?
Yeah.
Or do you mean like going to see the live games where you actually enjoy them? Yeah, so you'd probably go live on top of Denver, Switzerland. Exactly. Like if you are stuck and you have a view, you have internet and like warmth in the house, like what more could you possibly want, right? I think that's a good spot to be stuck, anywhere with mountains and a view versus like cooped up. Like we were just saying, if we were stuck in in Christchurch, like maybe in the downtown or something where we were last time, it would have been like a totally different experience being stuck here than what we have now. Like we're so blessed. So it's really cool.
Someone asks, have we been to Alaska? Not yet.
Nope.
But apparently there's really nice cruises you do in the region up there. So.
You're saying Music Life saying Switzerland, Montreux, New Zealand, Queenstown, no doubt. Yeah, there's good spots, right? We haven't been to the North Island of New Zealand yet.
Not yet.
So we were planning to be here for 1 week, and then we were going to go up towards Wellington and then to Rotorua. And then when the Prime Minister announced the lockdown, she's like, in 48 hours, you can't go. The ferry between the two islands is going to be closed down, and flights are only going to be for essential workers, and so on and so forth. So it was literally like a full lockdown, right? So.
Yeah. And
the girls are thinking you're pretty funny there. Okay. All right. So you guys, we just wanted to quickly give you an update as to where we are, how we're doing, and everything. We're going to quickly work away on our videos. Please don't get confused if we're posting things like, our videos on Florida. We were wondering, should we even post some of our past videos or just wait for the whole coronavirus to pass so we don't get people upset? Because the last one we released, people were like, basically paraphrasing it. They're like, you idiots, why are you like out doing things? And like, they didn't realize we weren't actually out there. That was months ago. So yeah, not to be confused. If we do release a video of us traveling here or there, it was filmed prior to being in quarantine. But yeah, we'll share with you some really cool clips soon. So
make sure you follow us on all our platforms.
Yep. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, because as soon as this whole thing is settled down, we will be out and about traveling again and showing the world to you guys. So from our family to yours, we wish you guys a super happy weekend. Yeah. We are already Sunday. You guys are Saturday, wherever you were watching, unless you're here in New Zealand. But it feels so weird to be like a day and a half advanced from everybody. It's crazy. And lastly, I'm going to be doing a really cool video. I know you guys, a lot of you guys follow Drew, and some of you have found us from Drew Vinsky's channel, but we are connecting tomorrow also with Walter's World. So I don't know if you know Mark and Jocelyn from Walter's World, but I'm so stoked to talk to them and do a quick live with them. We're going to talk about travel and where we see travel being in the future and some really cool things like that. So I'll have that video out to you guys in the next few days. So, all right, really fast. Yes, we will stay safe. Everybody, stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now to figure out how to stop the live stream.